How can we differentiate between legitimate and illegitimate criticism of Israel? At what point does criticism of Israel cross the line to anti Semitism? And is anti Zionism always anti Semitism? Well, it depends on what anti Zionism means. Before 1948, anti Zionism meant being opposed to the efforts to set up a state for the Jewish people in their historic homeland. Today, when the Jewish state is a reality, anti Zionism may suggest something far more sinister: the elimination of Israel as a Jewish state, or even of the Jews who live there. But certainly not all people who criticize Israel aim for the destruction of Israel. So let's understand what is and what is not anti Semitic when it comes to criticizing Israel. First, and perhaps most obviously, if criticism of Israel derives from or promotes Jew hatred, then it's anti Semitic. Any criticism that plays to anti Semitic tropes such as greed, money for power, control of foreign governments, etc., is a problem. Using anti Semitic symbols and references, such as calling the IDF Nazis or putting a swastika on a placard, is anti Semitic. Second, if criticism uses inflammatory language with no situational or comparable context, then that would be anti Semitic. Examples include using the words genocide, apartheid, or colonialism. These words are used intentionally to create sound bites that are not nuanced or based on fact, so that people with very little knowledge of the subject will just believe and repeat these claims. If Israel is the aggressor and the oppressor, then any action against them is justified, no matter how gruesome or depraved, and any response on Israel's part is by definition disproportionate. Third, holding all Jews responsible for the actions or policies of the Israeli government is anti Semitic. Not all Jews are Zionists, and not all Zionists support Israeli policies. Not even all Israelis support Israeli policy. Fourth, advocating for political or social ideas that would deny Israel's right to self-determination and or self-defense is anti-Semitic. And finally, applying double standards to Israel because it's a Jewish state is anti-Semitic. International laws and moral norms apply to Israel just as they apply to all other nation states. To singularly call upon Israel to answer for war crimes or to sanction Israel repeatedly to the exclusion of consistent violators is anti-Semitism. That's not to say that Israel is always innocent. Where Israel violates laws or norms, Israel should provide explanations and, if necessary, answer for violations, just like any other country violating those same laws or norms. So let's recap. Does it use anti-Semitic tropes? Does it single Israel out as the sole aggressor? Does it hold all Jews collectively responsible for Israel's actions? Does it advocate against Israel's right to self-defense or determination? Does it single Israel out to the exclusion of all other countries? If the answer to any of these questions is yes, then it is anti-Semitic.